Please come and sit in the chair and be as comfortable as you need to be. Okay? Can I get you to just place your hand on top of my hand? And what I'd like for you to do is just press down. Okay? As you press down, allow the rest of you to relax as your arm presses down more, so you can just sleep, your head falls forward, and you just allow yourself to let go all the way inside. And know now you can continue to hear the sound of my voice and experience that wonderful experience just before sleep, when everything just lets go. That's right. So as you can feel good and feel as comfortable as you need to feel right now. Hi there, this is James Tripp. This is Hypnosis Without Trance. Today I'm going to be talking about rapid inductions of all the crazy things. And you may wonder why, because of course this is the Hypnosis Without Trance blog. So why would I be talking about inductions? Now, first thing I want to say about that is to clear something up. And this is an important point. Sometimes I find when I'm looking on forums, people say, oh, you know, what do you think of hypnosis without trance? And somebody says, oh, hypnosis without trance is just waking hypnosis. I want to clear that up right now. Hypnosis without trance is not about waking hypnosis. It is about hypnosis, full stop. It is about understanding how hypnosis works and how to do hypnosis better. Now, part of understanding how hypnosis works and how to do it better is this key understanding that hypnosis has nothing whatsoever to do with trance. It is actually about our everyday cognitive faculties, how as human beings we shape our reality, and how as hypnotists we can influence how people shape their reality. So it's not about special states that render people open to suggestion, hence hypnosis without trance. So, if you're following the hypnosis without trance model and this understanding and this way of doing hypnosis, you'll understand that many factors are useful in facilitating the hypnotic experience. And one of these elements, one of these tools that can be useful, is what is classically referred to as a rapid induction, or any kind of induction process, but especially rapid inductions, because longer inductions are somewhat inefficient and unnecessary. So how does a rapid induction work? If it's not about putting somebody into trance, what is it about? How does it work? Well, really, rapid inductions work on two levels. The first level is the level of building a response set. Now, when you run a hypnotic process, what you want to do is you want to sit down with the person you're going to do it with, or the group of people, and you want to pull them into a process where they are responding to the suggestions and the directions and the instructions that you are giving them, and they start to kind of automatically respond without thinking about it. And this is called a response set. Rapid inductions are excellent processes for doing this because you're giving a sequence of instructions and suggestions and you're noting how somebody responds, whether they flow along fluidly with them or whether they're kind of resisting them as they go. So it's a great gauging tool, and it's a great tool for building a response set, and doing so in a relatively risk-free way because you're not issuing any strong challenges to any altered realities at this point. You're not worried that much about altering reality. I know this is a bizarre thing because if you think about rapid inductions in regular terms, you're thinking about putting somebody into trance. I don't think that's what it's about, so I have no anxiety or concern about whether it's going to work in that respect. What I'm interested in when I perform a rapid induction is how the person responds, how they flow with that process. So that's the first function of rapid inductions, building that response set and monitoring that response set. The second function for rapid inductions, where they can be very useful, is they serve a semantic purpose. They serve a meaning-making purpose. Now, if you're familiar with the hypnotic loop, you'll remember it goes beliefs, imagination, physiology and experience. And if I were to ever get round to redoing the Hypnosis Mastery Program, I would relabel beliefs as meanings. Okay, I'd relabel them as meanings because there's a lot more than just beliefs going on there. There's framing, there's conceptual material, there's all sorts of stuff, but it's working with people's meaning-making systems, that point of the loop. And this is where rapid inductions come in beautifully because they help to support a set of meanings about what it is that's happening in this moment. If you are going to do hypnosis and give somebody an experience of hypnosis where they say, yeah, you know, hypnosis happened, an important element of that is framing everything as hypnosis. It's creating something that reinforces that meaning. Hypnosis is what is happening here. An excellent tool for encouraging meaning making. I've talked about this in terms of witch doctoring before, but you can think of it in terms of ritual. pieces of ritual that convey meaning, and inductions can work like this. What it says when you perform that ritual, particularly if you've talked about hypnosis, you've set the frames up, is it provides a sequence, a process that as people are being drawn with it, they can think to themselves, this is it. This is hypnosis. This is the beginning of it. Hypnosis is happening here. So you're creating a ritual, a sequence that supports that particular piece of meaning making, which is going to feed into the loop and support the hypnotic loop that you want to set up, if you want to set it up within that frame of hypnosis. It goes back to that concept that we talk about in the Hypnosis Mastery Program of the big because, creating that semantic framework, creating that meaning, that reason why this is going to happen and this can happen. And this is the thing that kind of taps in, kicks the loop off and begins the process. So from that perspective, rapid inductions are extremely useful things if you want to set that frame of hypnosis, that old school frame of hypnosis. They are not necessary things. They are not essential things. Just sometimes, in some places, for some people, they are the most useful thing to do. And they have nothing, in my opinion, to do with trance. They are just to do with building response sets and helping to support meanings through ritual. If you think about rapid inductions like that and you start thinking, okay, well, I'm just building this sequence, I want to get somebody responding and I want to lend a meaning to that and I want to use it to support the meanings I am creating, you can get very, very efficient and very, very effective at doing them and very single-minded with your intent in doing them because you know what you're doing and why you're doing it. If you think it's about putting people into trance, well, you've always got that question, how deep is the trance? You know, is it really deep enough to get this thing happen? Am I going to have to deepen? When you understand rapid inductions in terms of rituals and in terms of sequences, response sequences, you don't have to worry about deepening and depth of trance. All you have to worry about and pay attention to is quality of response. And quality of response is something that's easily monitored. Depth of trance is something that's very difficult to monitor, and I would suggest it's because trance doesn't really exist. That's why it's so difficult to monitor. But quality of response is easy to monitor. So you can begin your process, look at your hand, look at the lines in your hand. That's right, your eyes can just close now and feel good as you relax deeply. That's it. That's all you need to do. Take somebody through the sequence. Don't have to worry about deepening. It's not necessary. As long as they're responding, they're responding. As long as you lend the meaning to it, the meaning is there. And the ritual, the process supports the meaning. Okay, I hope that makes sense. I hope that's not too abstract. If you get hypnosis without trance already, you'll get that. You'll go, yeah, right, that totally fits. I understand how that works. If you don't get hypnosis without trance yet, well, there's a lot to learn. It's a great way of thinking about hypnosis, and it's especially a great way of thinking about hypnosis because it starts to bring the elements that you need to control in the hypnosis process into your kind of sphere of control, instead of having to worry about stuff which is kind of vague and nebulous, like depth of trance and all of this stuff, which really is very difficult to read and is very difficult to have any real control over. So you get to empower yourself as a hypnotist, and in the process you get to have these tools available to you that in turn are going to help you empower your client or hypnotee. Okay, so that's rapid inductions without trance, and I hope you enjoy that, and I look forward to speaking to you again in the near future. Okay, can I borrow that? That's right. So if you notice this now, you see there are multiple points of contact, and that can just begin to drift towards your face. That's right. Only as quickly as it just happens now.